So I've been hearing a lot about Scientology, and I've been asked if I watched the series on A&E with Leah Remini, and I have not. I don't have television, so I have not been able to catch that. I do. I have exposure to television once in a while, where I can watch it, like at work and stuff, but I have never caught that. But I have kind of followed it, followed her journey, up to this point. Um, and I can tell you my own experience that I had with Scientology, which I was not looking to enter Scientology or anything, but I went on about a dozen dates with this guy who was going through a divorce, and his wife was converting to Scientology, and that's why they were getting divorced. They had two children. One of the children was hers before they got married, but he basically raised the child, and then they had one together. And one of his concerns were about um, their beliefs in medications and things like that, and he just wasn't going along with it at all, and it broke the marriage up, and he was worried about getting custody of his daughter. Um, and I didn't really realize at the time how serious it was for him. Um, he evidently had to look into Scientology and saw what it was, and didn't want his daughter to be part of that. So he was really living his life on the down low. He felt like he was being watched or even stalked. Um, I always felt kind of strange when we were together, because we go like to obscure out of the way little hole in the walls, or I don't know. It was just kind of strange, but I didn't really get it then. I'm getting it more now, because I think Tom Cruise and his divorces were very telling to me, after that experience with him, and just hearing a personal experience, and then seeing other people's experiences in the media, the celebrities, of course. And I noticed that every time Tom Cruise would come up to his 10-year anniversary of his marriages, which there have been three, two of them almost made it to 10 years, his first two. And and then all of a sudden the marriages fell apart. And okay, but one thing about California law, and I used to live there, and after you're married 10 years, that's the milestone where the assets become 50-50. Before that, it's still like, well, whatever you had, you can take, and that's kind of how the law is. So I've noticed that after it repeated with Nicole, and I noticed that it was just like right almost at that 10-year, and I thought, that's just really kind of strange. So then there's Katie, and there's another child, and he had a couple with Nicole. Nicole got out of there, and I, which is good for whatever reason. So Katie, I'm sure after having her child, kind of saw things things probably became a little more real to her, what she was really involved in. And because she got out way before 10 years. She didn't even try to go for that 50-50 stuff. She was out of there. And so this is the part of the story where, you just take it for what it is. I work in a bar. This guy comes in to the bar, and he's from another state out west, and he has family ties here, and I see him about every 6 months or so. And he comes in, and he's a airplane mechanic, and I really don't know if what he tells me is true or not. He could be a narcissist. I don't know. I'm very suspicious, and he may just be this guy he says he is. I don't freaking know. But anyway, before all the Scientology stuff came out, like with Leah Remini and stuff, he was just talking about his life and what he did, and he's an airline mechanic, and he buys and sells airplanes, and he has sold them to people like Tom Cruise and other celebrities. I won't even bring them in. But anyway, so he said he worked for Tom for like 10 years. And he was still working for him when he got with Katie. And that after that, the Scientologists came into the hangar, his workplace, and threw down a box of books and said that everybody, who works here is going to have to go through these classes. And my friend was, is that Scientology? Yes, it's Scientology. And he's like, I'm done. I quit. And he left. And he says that he still gets a birthday card from Tom. He said that Tom called him after he quit and apologized and said it's just, that's how they're going to do things now, is everybody's going to be taking Scientology classes and stuff. So anyway, I guess they're still friendly. And like I said, that's just me out there in life, and I'm suspicious of people. But anyway, so they have this child, and rumor has it, this guy also told me this, that Tom was actually trying to get out of Scientology. And I asked him why, and he said because of his daughter. They won't let him see his daughter. And that was the first I really heard that. Like I said, I don't watch TV, so I was like, okay. So, but now, there's so much talk about it, and I'm seeing it much clearer now. And, oh man, I have to say that one of the things that bothers me most about it is the fact that they are considered a religion and they're not paying taxes. That is disturbing. That tells me that the government is benefiting from this in some other way, if not financially. I think it could be a case study. I think a lot of the tactics that are used in Scientology, like the e-meter and the confessions and the data that they keep, is all tactics that the CIA used in their Project Paperclip and their MK Ultra programs of mind control. And I just really feel that this organization of Scientology had help from the government. And obviously, ongoing help, because they're still tax exempt and they're still allowed to function with all that has been proven. It seems very obvious to me. So I just wanted to give you my thoughts on that, and I'm going to be talking about the tactics that they use, because they are used across the board with many cults, and I think it is good that they are being exposed in such a large manner, because I think people are going to start waking up. I really do. I think seeing something this big be exposed is going to help people see it on a smaller scale once they've seen it on such a large scale. So anyway, I wish you peace. We'll see you next time.